Hi writers, it's LaDonna. I don't know what sort of magic makes me show up on your screen, what sort of algorithmic wizardry has brought me to you today, but I'm a writer and every week I talk about writing. So that's what's happening in this video. This week I'm thinking about showing up, just continuing to show up. And I got to thinking about this because I overheard part of a podcast with a writer named Chanel Miller, who I adore. And she was on the We Can Do Hard Things podcast with Abby Wambach and Glennon Doyle. And she was talking about how she prioritizes presence over perfection. And that really struck me because I think that is one of the keys to being a writer, is just to be present and keep being present every day. Show up again and again and again. Show up on the days when nothing is working and the rejections are flowing in and you didn't get the residency or the agent or the book deal or the, whatever perceived failure is going on. Show up on the days when things seem to be percolating better. And show up on all those days, a majority of the days in between, when it's kind of a slog sometimes. Like you're just putting the pieces together, you're building the sentences and the paragraphs and the stories and the characters or whatever you write, you're just doing it, and there's nothing particularly glamorous or you're just butt in the chair, fingers on the keyboard, and you're doing it. And that is the thing that pays off in the end. And I don't know what pays off might look like for you. It's, what is success? We could have a whole nother session about that. But is it New York Times bestseller list? Is it getting on the We Can Do Hard Things podcast? Is it finishing a draft? Is it landing an agent? Whatever success looks like to you, the only way to ever get there is just to keep showing up. And sometimes that is easier said than done, but I think that the writers who make it, whatever making it means, are the ones who just keep putting in the time and the effort and the presence, just keep being present. And along those lines, I came across this quote from Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke, in which he said, I'm going to read it to you. There is here no measuring of time. No years matter, and 10 years are nothing. Being an artist means not reckoning and counting, but ripening, like the tree which does not force its sap and stands confident in the storms of spring, without the fear that after that may come no summer. It does come, but it comes only to the patient, who are there as though eternity lay before them, so unconcernedly still and wide. I learn it daily, learn it with pain to which I am grateful. Patience is everything. So that's my wish for me and for you and for all of us, is to ripen like trees, standing in the storms of spring. We don't know if there's going to be a summer, but we act as if, we show up as if eternity lays before us, and we just keep coming back. So that's what I'm thinking today. And a note, last week when I did this video, in the background there was some heavy breathing, and it was my dog, Zambu, who is a Spanish Galgo, and he was having an exciting dream. This week there is some wheezy snoring situation happening. This is my other dog, Vila. She's almost 13. She deserves to nap in the velvet armchair, but she's just adding a little background noise. And, and Zambu is the quiet one today. So, you know, we don't rehearse these things. We just go with whatever happens. And we've got Wheezy Dog in the background today. So go be a tree. Go show up for yourself. I'll see you next